So there's lettuce here now. Am I supposed to eat that? No, we're going to talk about it. Talk about the lettuce. Well, I like using props. Yeah, we know. Anyway, God actually talks a lot about lettuce. Oh yeah? Totally. I'm in Hebrews chapter 10. Listen to this. Let us draw near to God. Let us hold tight to the hope we believe. Yeah, I see what we're doing here. Let us encourage one another to do good things. Let us, right? There's more lettuce in Hebrews than there is at a sweet tomato salad bar. Did you see that they're bulldozing that one sweet tomatoes down the street? Yeah, that's a bummer. Anyway, you're using lettuce because it sounds like let us. You don't have to spell it out. The kids watching are smart. They'll understand how clever this is. And there's even more lettuce. God says, let us not give up meeting together. That is a hard one because we're supposed to sit 6 feet apart. We can't just cram everybody together right now. You know, some kids, they're fine 1 week and then they have to quarantine for 2 weeks. Well, that doesn't sound like very much fun. But God said we're designed to be together and to connect with one another. So how does that work? So like there were some times when the Apostle Paul couldn't meet together with the rest of God's family because he was in prison. Nice prop. Thanks. How did he obey that when he couldn't go anywhere? He wrote letters. He invited people to come and visit him when they could. Like in his bubble. Like in his bubble. Okay, so we have kids and families who are watching here. What could they do to live out your lettuce thing? Well, for example, they could look up people in their grade who they could email or text. Or they could send a card to Grandma and Grandpa with a Bible verse that they heard in worship. Now that sounds a lot like Paul writing his letters. Exactly. They could be part of our Sunday school Zoom meetings even and learn what we're talking about in worship. And that leads to the last piece of lettuce in this section. He says, let us not give up meeting together, but let us encourage one another. That's one of the reasons for connecting with one another. I can see that. You know, it's been encouraging for me that you and I can get together. Same here. Lettuce? Sure. Those guys are right. God created us to connect with each other, especially when it's not easy. So what will you do this week? Whether you're watching this in person or online, let us encourage one another.